We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs Baseball on the Show. Next. Rick Porcello will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So
he's out. Out. Out.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Now the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another try at 2-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Hard liner to center field. Reynolds is under it to make the play on the first out. So striding forward now, Brennan Davis.
Batting second, the right fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Davis.
Oh, that's out.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, Dero, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Count is 1-2 now. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Well, that's not where he wanted that curveball. It kind of backed up and stayed in. That can be effective sometimes, but it usually doesn't have the same hard bite.
That's inside.
Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Grounded to third. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. We are still scoreless.
Let's play ball.
The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Schwarber.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And he'll just run this thing over to first himself for the unassisted out. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Here we go.
Behind 0-2 now.
One down, one down.
Blowing away with that one, it's 1-2. Two and two to the Cubs catcher.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Batting fifth.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game.
Hey, we got one out here.
Contreras stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And he takes a called strike 2. Bottom of the second here with no score. 2-2.
2 strikes.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Batting eighth, the first baseman.
Into the box now, Jared Young. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 3 homers and 7 driven in. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Outside 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Hit out towards second. Right to him. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. So stepping in, Adam Clemens. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Clemens.
Hey, need you right here. One time. Let's go.
First pitch on its way. Line towards center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Digging in now, Kevin Kramer.
Number 44.
Hey, square one up. One time.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back, the right fielder into the bleachers and gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 3rd home run for him on the year. And that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
Hey, every once in a while, this speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
Play ball. You're out.
Bottom of the 3rd now, and now the Cubs pitcher, Rick Porcello, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
At the plate, DJ LeMahieu hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Hit down the 3rd base line.
Mayhew.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Yeah.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Hey, one away.
So
One away.
back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Sharp will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
Right fielder. Brennan.
First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail it here 2-0.
Let's play ball. He's out. Out. 3.
Leading off the inning, Chris Bryant.
Leading off
And they'll
for
need
the
him to get
Cubs.
something going here.
The 3rd baseman.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Bryant.
Counts 1-0.
A ball and no strikes.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
That evens it up 1-1. A ball and a strike now to Bryant.
Ball inside. Ball 3.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone.
Now
And
back.
next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber.
Warburg.
And he gets ahead 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you
Now
take
batting,
2 strikes and then you chase one
Wilson.
out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. We played 4 full.
Hey, here we go. You got this.
Up next for the Buccos, Adam
off for
Clemens. He reached on a single in his
Come on,
first
let him fly
try.
right here.
Lemon.
The pitch. And that one's
Ball
in on the
back in.
hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. His eyes
ball,
lit
one
up on
strike.
that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and
Ball,
why does
that's
no one
inside.
ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. 2-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Bryant's got it, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Play ball. Ball 4. Take your base. 3.
Digging in to try it again, Ian Happ. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Fastball called for strike 2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Digging in, Charlie Culberson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
The windup and the 0-1. Hits this one hard the other way, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out single.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Number 19.
Here comes the first pitch.
Outside.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. And no one will get this one. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Ready on 1-2.
Ball.
Yeah, we got one.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
This is a perfect example of the total concentration it takes to be a pitcher at this level. He was on cruise control, hitting his spots, preserving a 2-run lead, and then boom, he misses his location, and the game is tied. Back to square one.
Rick Porcello comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Hey, we got 2 outs.
1-2 to DJ LeMahieu.
Hey, plays it first. Plays it first.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations.
Let's play ball. Out. Out. Ball 4. Take your base. 3. You're out. 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 He's out. Out. That hit him. He's got first. You're out. 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 3. 3. 3. That's ball 4. Ball 4. Take your base. Out. He's out. Out. You're out.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy in the order. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Cubs rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Rick Porcello records his 14th winning decision of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us
Here
on
now is
Twitter
the final
at
run for
MLB
tonight.
The Show.
First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 10 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Pirates, 3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.